well, I mean, somewhere out there's like G2 as Cloud9 waiting. That's going to be a crazy game, but you never know. It doesn't have to be the craziest one. This is what I love about this format and what I love about this whole thing in particular. Now, they're playing retake on A, Summer.
Yeah, and this is a hard retake on A. Interesting. It's not the common one that we see where Nifty, we would expect to see him at car all the way back, and then it's more of a stack towards that B side. Here it's been a focus on mid, a focus on B. And while Nifty still manages to find a key kill, a headshot on Mo, gives this team a man advantage going into this retake. Renegades should have everything going for him now.
Look at how quick he is. This is madness. He's just controlling the forklift, and this is really good. Look at how much space he's buying his teammates to get in. Somebody gets a kill, but he's going to be going down. Nifty looking for more headshots. He can land one on DD, and now it's a 2-1-2. HZ hiding in the back line, takes down Nifty finally. It's a 1-on-1, and he's going to get the second kill. HZ with a triple overall to save TyLoo, and they make that work in spite of Nifty really doing his best, I think.
And TyLoo having a tremendous amount of utility to make that work. They weren't really ready for a brawl all out. It was much more about the coordination with the flashes, using those nades. They still had, look, the bomb is planted. They still had 2 flashes from DD and a smoke on somebody just to try and stumble Renegades. Renegades were the ones looking for a brawl, nearly full Kevlar. And yet still, with a man advantage, Renegades not able to make the retake work. That's so painful. Yeah, you can see a little bit of the frustration there. Renegades, I think they feel like they should have had that one in the bag. Interesting, though. Look at this. This isn't something that we see every day, Anders. I mean, we do have the flash, but it's pretty much a hard eco coming in here from Renegades.
Yeah, I think that's been the trend. Like, it's been the game has been trending towards that now for a bit, and it sort of makes sense. You know, you want the full buy on the 4th round. You really need the utility. You really want to make sure, especially if you're the favorite team. I think there's no reason to take any really crazy risks. You know, it's a best of 1, so you've got to do your best. They were flashed into middle, and tragically they found nobody.
Right, the timing was just off. Because now HZ has been boosted up. He'll spot the man on short. A little bit of a present there. The HG! So much damage to JKS, down to 35. Molotov to follow it up. And HZ, I mean, he's being thorough. He's checking angles, but that will eventually cost him his life. Somebody, this is all about timing. Does he get the peek? Oh, come on.
Oh, wow. Nifty makes the jump in the middle of a match. That's incredibly rare. I love this player just a little bit more every day. That is actually so difficult, even if you're doing that on a local server, you know, where you've got, you know, absolutely no MS at all, and then still making that jump could be very tricky. Somewhere out there, there's a couple of KSET players really happy. Launders, maybe?
Yeah, I was about to say
it.
Boxer, bit of a grin there.
Oh, Nifty's gone down for all of his trickery, you know, all of the parkour eventually. Still going to end up falling as an out.
Wow.
Ends up dropping to DD.
Hits the headshot there too, DD. Wiping the sweat off his brow. That was a bit too close for comfort, but TyLoo, they will manage to recover despite the awkward play in mid. 2-0 lead now for TyLoo. And again, very limited buy coming out here from Renegades. Nifty will invest that $200 in the flash. And this time it's going to be P250s pretty much across the board here for Renegades. So they'll be doing a little bit more damage. As HZ have. Okay, he still has his Galil. Something like TyLoo, rinse and repeat perhaps for them. Leave DD to lurk around B-Hall's mid. No, somebody is going to be there to change it up a little bit. It's very similar to what we saw from pistol round so far.
This time they have 2 flashbangs in middle. I would absolutely love it if they threw one and then Nifty threw his last. Just sort of a fake once and then actually went for it. But either way, they're a bit late again. The timing is just slightly off. Ben Tet doing the best that he can, but he will eventually go down. The AK might be recoverable. They're going to get one, and if they can get the second too, and the bomb is right there, that's potentially a big win here for Renegades.
That was such a sick nade. The bank right onto Estillo. And DD takes down Nifty. That flank coming through, but Estillo doing a lot of damage here. DD, a little bit of trouble for him.
The jump, get you killed every single time. Bit of a shame, but still some damage has been inflicted to the TyLoo team. They lost 2 AKs. That in itself is annoying. And now Renegades, because they didn't buy any armor in the second round, they have plenty to buy in this one, including an AWP and a lot of utility. Depending on the situation, I kind of prefer this style. This is the one that Astralis has been trending towards for a while, and some teams are following and some are not. But I think if you're the better team, it makes sense to to play it really safe and just say, listen, we're just going to have a perfect 4th round bye. Nothing is going to really be saved on, and we'll be ready. I say nothing, but they are lacking head armor on a couple of people, and against the Galil, that could be very dangerous. Mo will get the kill on AZR, and it's now 4-on-4.
That was a real lucky trade there, however. The fact that Mo was there to bring that back, because that was the bomb dropped in A main. That was perfect for him. Called for the follow-up flash as well. He spotted him the first time, just didn't commit. That reflash, though, doing big work, and is still okay. What? Doesn't get the kill on DD. Mo, 2 big kills for him.
Oh, it's unforgivable. Somebody gonna get the frag, running into the fire to celebrate, apparently. And Nifty and JKS, 2 versus 4. Just gonna have to back off, I believe. That's really hard, you know, if you're still on that point in time. You don't get that many chances like that. You know, you again, best of 1 format. That might have been 1 out of maybe 2 or 3 times that you can throw that away, and then the game is gone, you know. So, a bit scary.
No fun whatsoever. And that's, man, for Renegades, it really felt like you needed to have a strong start here for them. A lot of these players, they rely on confidence heavily. Azza, that's been, I mean, one of his weaknesses for a long time, in the sense that if he struggles against a team, it's really hard for him to get his game going. So he really needs that strong start at the beginning, just to get that confidence rolling, and then he can turn into that wrecking ball. Instead, it will be a final kill. Bented getting caught. But still, 3 players surviving here for TyLoo. Leaves them in a pretty decent spot economically. We should see the force buy out of Renegades, though, now, to be fair. I mean, they have Nifty, 3,000. They can drop 2 rifles or UMPs. Hell, they can drop 3 UMPs easy.
Yeah, and that's sort of the style that they're going for here. I'll see if Nifty could do anything with the AWP. Bit less fear in running into the middle since the body wall bang has been removed. Although, I say removed, but heavily nerfed. There is still another one that works, that people have been showing on Reddit. So it's not impossible, but, you know, less effective, let's put it like that. Yeah. Hiding on top of the lamp. I love this position, and I actually tried for a while to talk players into using it, because I think even if you smoke main, you can still look over that smoke from that position. So quite cool to see people doing that. I love it.
They've been really having quite a bit of fun over here on the A side, TyLoo. Bit of the rinse and repeat coming in from them. This time it's Mo taking point. HZ has got his back. Let's see, does he spot it? Yes, he does. Check. And he wins the fight. Mo, another key headshot for him.
It's really big. You could even see he was hesitating for a bit because he didn't see anyone initially. They kept the same on point anyway. That's just really good play. Oh, somebody has been allowed to sneak far into the site, but Nifty's there. Edge of the smoke, still gets the kill, and JKS will pick up HC. So now 3 versus 4, 40 seconds left. Flashbang doesn't really go far enough for JKS, but there is a flash from inside of the site where Nexa is holding. We have not really seen anything out of him, so it's about time with the UMP. Gonna pick up a kill at least, but JKS also went down, so still a 2-on-2 with just 25 seconds left.
And now Nifty, he's got that high angle. They're out of utility. They have a single Molotov here, and that's on Bentet, and he's gonna get caught. Nifty just going all out aggressive. DD having to worry about checkered, it looks like. Ends up costing him, but this is still a winnable situation. 10 seconds left. If he can just cross onto the site.
He can't.
Nifty not gonna allow it. Nifty, that's some confidence right there. He's leading in kills for his team. And Renegades, they finally get a round on the board.
It's so good. I mean, having that kind of, I would say, if I had to ascribe a role to that kind of player, I'd say a playmaker. Someone who, and there are some players out there that seem to be able to cut through like any kind of funk that's going on the team. Like even if they're in a weird place, some of these players, they will just sort of cut right through it and play anyway. You love seeing that. I always thought that was the strength of someone like Mike Kelele when he was on NIP, like even if they were in a weird place, just be able to sort of step it up. But yeah, 6th round here, and Renegades have finally picked up their first one. Largely largely due to Nifty just having a really good time. 3 kills in that round, I believe. Yeah, he's that's what you hope that your Opera is going to be able to accomplish when he gets that sniper rifle. Bentent worried, and it looks like it will be that delayed boost. Perhaps H said he has been boosted before. Got the nade to sandbags. Oh, that's cool.
I like that angle.
Yeah, because usually what happens is people either throw it from middle or they get up on the boost and then they just bounce it into the corner. But that one's actually kind of interesting.
They're just so slow with the boost afterwards that even if there is somebody there, they're not really there to capitalize on it, TyLoo, to punish him for that. DD, somehow, Zilla will be able to get it up on the follow-up. But Mo, again, a duel and won by him. 4-on-4, heading straight onto A. Azza and Nifty both here alive, however, and JKS will find a kill.
Yeah, coming up from middle, they just... Great idea to take highway that quickly, but they needed more control in the middle, like a Molotov or a smoke. Or maybe there was a smoke and JKS just ran through it, I'm not sure, but regardless, that's a pretty powerful double. Shutting down the round, essentially. Bentet here, in a lot of trouble with just 17 seconds left. There's no way he should be allowed to get the bomb and plant it, but he will get the kill on Nifty at least. It's the AWP down now. He's picking up the bomb. They should be close enough that they can stop this, because he can't fake it anymore. He's going to try and hold it down, and they're running right on top of him. So that's what you want. They save the AWP. They win the round. The Renegades now 2-4. That's good. Good play.
Yeah, and a bomb plant as well. So there's some options here for TyLoo. They can go for the force, or they can go and just go. They can just kind of invest a little bit, P250, a couple of nades, try and run right at him, and then they can have that AWP going in the next round here for TyLoo if they want it. Mo sitting at 8 kills right now, and a lot of those have been pretty brutal. Opening frags onto sites, key shots. JKS with the perfect timing, however, that was sick. Nobody watching connector, and just a little bit of frustration there for sure. That's not the kind of mistake you want to be making when you're going for that A execute from mid.
No, definitely not. That's so important, and I like the speed that they have behind it, though. I think that's a cool idea. Most people do that sort of slowly. Now, pushing into main, Nifty in some trouble, and Mo is going to get another kill in. Bentet coming out of the squeak door, and suddenly, from having almost nothing, they've turned around in their favor. They're playing a 2-on-3. This is unforgivable for Renegades. They must win this round back, and they've got a chance hiding behind there, and I think they're actually boosted on top. Oh, they were just boosted, but now they've fallen off it. That's a bit of a shame. That would have been a big pick-off. They could have got it. Bentet playing right at the edge, not getting the kill just yet, but he will pick up Nexa, and that leaves JKS 1 versus 3 with the defuse kit and no grenades, and he's going to get shot down. Third kill of the round for Mo. That's a huge round for TyLoo.
It's agony. Agony for Renegades, and Estillo in particular. You get the perfect flash on them, and he commits to it. That's the main thing. He pushes out. But the problem is it comes down to split seconds. If he's a split second earlier, he gets 1, maybe 2. Problem is that by the time he gets there, they're already regaining their vision. So he gets killed for free, and that's just exactly what TyLoo want. They wanted to just have that opening kill and then to just cascade onto the site. It couldn't have gone better there for TyLoo. And so, yeah, Renegades, I mean, if you're still, you're kind of kicking yourself there. That's a tough break for yourself. For you, you know, just timing didn't work. The timing didn't work out for you that time.
Some lovely zoom going on.
It's very like fluid, isn't it?
Yeah, PGL are by a really wide margin the champions of this sort of stuff. It's quite cool. 8th round here, and you're right. But then you have to ask the question. You know you've just won 2 rounds in a row. So you could maybe guess that they wouldn't have that much money. Is it worth going aggressive in a round like that, you know? If they just feel it out eventually, they're going to realize, oh, they have next to nothing. They have a UMP or something on Bentet, that's it. So maybe a miscalculation for Renegades, ever so slightly.
That HE certainly, it had like guidance system there, man. 44 HP left on Nifty. That's a bit painful. Next, going to get Toasty over in checkered. And it looks like TyLoo deciding to change things up instead of repeatedly hitting that A site. They have gotten mid control, so they can... I mean, Renegades are a little bit worried about that, but this is a stack on the B site.
Why are you doing this? This makes no sense at all. 8 said goes all the way up highway, and he's not encountered anyone, and then they say, let's go B. They get the first frag, and that's really important, but I think TyLoo should have kept scouting the A-bomb side. That would have made much more sense. Estillo goes down as well, and with the grenades and everything else, it seems like they are going to be doing a fine job here, although JKS did get 2 kills, and oh no! As it takes down 8 said, they're going for a bit more. He's very low on health indeed, and they've got him boxed in. He's looking for a close headshot here, but Mo will take him down. It's a very expensive round for TyLoo, and it did not need to be. It's so risk-free for 8 said to keep pushing highway when he's got his teammates covering mid anyway. Like, I don't understand what the urgency was for them to go into the B-bomb site. That seemed like a silly idea.
Just the pressure, I suppose, getting to him. feeling like they need to make the play, make the call, and then just stick to it afterwards. That is commendable, at least. If the in-game leader, you know, he's just like, we got to go, and your team just listens to you, whether it's a good call or not. Small positives. Looking for the silver lining here, Anders.
As you should. This could have definitely been around in this next one.
Jesus.
AZR's already gone down. And a good spray from Mo, a triple in fact. And I think they even realized JKS is there, so he's in considerable amount of trouble. Ends up dying 7-2 in favor of TyLoo. Calm it down, Renegades. No tactical time has been called yet, and you have to wonder why. Like, why not at this point?
They've had one. They've had one. We have to give it to
they've had one, right?
They've had one at least. But the main thing here is that this is where it just feels like they're playing such a different kind of CS. Because you know that teams would be forcing, they'd be trying to go Kevlar pistol. They've been, you know, just hoping to get it done with the pistols. They were close that last round, right? Or the round before that, before Mo got his triple. But now you're putting everything on this one round where you have all the utility. There's a bit of pressure here, a bit of additional pressure that's coming into play here for Renegades. This is a make or break round.
It absolutely is, and right now, Peacemaker's going to be very excited, and Cassand for sure a little bit annoyed. 7-2. If they don't turn this around, he's going to have to take off the belt and really get ready here, because they need to start winning some rounds.
And that's what the timeout is for. It's time to get savage. Because, yeah, Renegades, I mean, come on. This is also against an opponent. I mean, they come from the same region. Sure, Renegades have been in North America for quite some time now, but I should think that they should be able to do a little bit more damage, have a bit more confidence playing against a team like TyLoo. And already, this time around, that Molotov going to go straight onto Nexa. He's roasting and toasting, and he goes back into it. Is he insane? 14, he's trying to dance right on the line, but that's cost him so much HP.
It's because he thinks they've already boosted up. He said with a great kill on JKS, he thinks they've boosted and they're waiting for him. That's like, it's a real mind game. Oh, yeah. But he still picks up the kill. That's a bit of a weird situation. H said making up for it with a third kill of the round for him, and now Justilo lurking around the A bomb site. Had a bit of a tough game, but not that much worse than his teammates actually. About to be 8-2 in favor of TyLoo. This whole day is just upside down day.
Yeah, this is disastrous for Renegades. And again, I mean, given chances, all right, another timeout has been called.
The belt has come off.
The belt might just come off now. I mean, really, and this is what frustrates me about the timing, right, with these Molotovs, like throwing the Molotov before you have the guys boosted, is because Nexa is able to dance there on the edge, and you have to waste time checking sandbags instead of Molotov. Okay, you either kill him or you see that nobody's there. You can focus fully on connector and on short, right? It just adds like an extra step that really that's what the nade is supposed to eliminate, you would think. But
I mean, this might be too much of a commitment, but you almost wish that Molotov would be followed by like a simultaneous HE grenade to that position, and then you just be like, oh, well, I just took 40 damage, and I'm standing in fire, and I can't really move because I'm been slowed by the grenades. Oh.
Nexa's happy that they are getting that deep into it.
Yeah. Well, it's a really complicated setup, so. Back to pistols. Renegades, they...
And to be fair, this is where you kind of want to think, like, just, all right, okay, boys, just start forcing it. You need to get some UMPs into the fight. You need to actually start trying to make some plays here.
Yeah, they've got the same setup as they've had 2 other times with Nifty with the flashbang in A, and then a flash all the way down highway, and set up for a push middle. It can work. I mean, I think this is still a good idea. Just keep doing that. That's absolutely fine, but it's also very much based on random timing.
Exactly. Minute 20. When does that flash actually come through? It's going to be on Nifty to make that call. Still doesn't have it equipped. He's dancing. And okay, there it is. The smoke going into connector, and it seems like that's going to set it up. But there's a flash on a short. Bentet, that doesn't help him.
They do flash it in, but now Mo is really far back in defensive, so they get the AK-47. No reason to challenge him any further here, and the bomb is making its way to the B-bomb site. So you need Renegades to get something out of it, but retaking the bomb site is quite a different matter at this point in time. JKS, though, does actually have armor. That does make me a bit interested here. Edge of the shadow, headshot from Justilo. That's a really big pickup. And he gets the AK and falls back. I mean, someone else can pick it up. That's actually not bad at all. Somebody trying to go for the spray against AZR, but nobody connecting yet. Nifty goes down. Mo with an impressive kill. Bomb is planted, but there's a setup. Getting a second kill on somebody. Now it's a 2-on-2.
Now they have the info as well. Mo's got to be careful about upper, so he's not able to really watch his teammates back. 8 set in Mo, though. Eventually, Mo with the delayed peek, it pays off. Wins the fight versus JKS. And another round picked up here by TyLoo. It doesn't... It's like even against pistols, it feels like Renegades, they're getting so close. They're getting it down to 1 or 2 frags, and yet they aren't able to capitalize. They can't close it.
It's really devastating for Renegades because they obviously can feel that frustration too. Now they've gone into the double AWP setup. If they can win the next 4 rounds, I'm perfectly happy with that. I actually don't even think that's a terrible scoreline for Renegades. This map can be quite T-sided if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So I think if they get 6 rounds here, they're still in an alright spot. They can still definitely win the game. But now's the time, especially with this heavy investment of the double AWP. We'll see. The money is pretty good for TyLoo, but it's not out of control. If they win 2 rounds here in a row, TyLoo are probably going to be ecoing, and then, yeah, it's game on.
And we're cooking with gas. But now we're going back to a strategy that has been used time and time again by TyLoo, DD in mid, and the split getting prepared here for that A site. And it still gives it away. The AWP is on A. Hoping to get lucky with the timing, but somebody certainly unlucky. 6 HP, wallbang down through the door.
So they know that one of the AWPs is there, but they don't know about the other one. Nifty holding the B bomb site alone, which allows for a 3rd rotation towards the A bomb site. Just a huge stack, but oh my god, what a headshot. 8 set taking down Isadar, and now Stillo hiding in the back. That Molotov not reaching him, and JKS coming in with a big double kill. That should close the round. The bomb is in the back, and it's a 2-on-4. Renegades don't have to fight this round. They just stay as cool as they can. Next against DD. And Mo, he's been top fragging on this team, but a 1-on-3, it's just too much for him, and JKS will get a triple kill. And finally another round here. 3rd one for Renegades.
Yeah, a real clinch moment there when the execute is actually coming through. But Estillo managing to trade HZ so quickly. Renegades were able to maintain that man advantage, and that's all that really mattered at that point. Just grinding TyLoo down. 9-3, 139 ADR for Mo. That's impressive. Whereas JKS is still able to maintain 108. Despite the scoreline, he's still at 12 kills. So he's continuing with his form from yesterday.
Yeah, I think at this point, he has shown himself to be a very valuable player in that sense. Like, it really seems like he's almost always there. And yeah, consistency is one of the big issues in Counter-Strike, even at the fairly high level. So quite impressive, really. 13th round, and all the utility you could ever want out of TyLoo, all the grenades and everything. The bank is pretty low, though. Like I said, next time they can buy again, but then after that it gets a little bit too thin, maybe. Still a very dangerous angle, especially because if he tries to fall back, I mean, he's got some backup by the forklift. He misses the shot. How is it possible?
No idea, and somebody wins the duel versus Azza. A man on upper, but TyLoo has got so much time, they don't need to feel rushed about this. They can take their time with it. Somebody right on the edge. There's another shot. They know that the second AWP is in play now. And this should be a perfect round here for TyLoo. JKS hoping to make an impact. He's close to the smoke, and he could try and dash through.
When he hears the bomb, he just might, but no, he's not going to react to it. There was a Molotov kill. Now he's pushed right underneath. He's going to turn his back, and that's going to be the end of him. Nifty up on top. Almost gets that scope in, but even then, he was a 1-on-4, so he's probably going to die anyway. 10-3. Like, I have to wonder, how you still feel like he's been missing some shots that he can't really afford to miss.
No, look at this. For days, he's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You can see it right there. I mean, that's brutal.
Yeah, that's really brutal.
And now, Renegades, please, just buy. Force. You're playing CSGO.
Yeah. I mean, they are essentially saying, we just want a 4th round by not buying in this one.
Yeah.
And then you have to question, is 11 an acceptable scoreline? We have seen comebacks on this map, but still, it's a best of 1. TyLoo look really fired up. If they win the pistol, it's sort of game over, you know. So risking a lot, I agree, by not trying to get this round. Bit of an aggressive push coming out here, and I don't know how much Bentet has really seen, but he's surely going to realize here. So 3 people, they should know, oh, wait, the bomb is right there. That's a bit weird, but otherwise, they could just walk right into B.
And that cuts him off from the AK as well. How frustrated are you if you're Renegades? Like, please, we just want the rifle. Does he get the bomb? Yeah, he has the bomb now. Where are his teammates? What is going on here? There's a smoke in mid. All right, there we go. Somebody finds one. Did he spot the second? He must have seen him. No, I guess not. Well, this is just a weird round.
I agree. You would have wanted someone to come and help out with the bomb. That's incredibly risky. I mean, imagine if the other 2 players that were in middle had been there. They pick up an AK, get the kill on somebody, and then it spirals out. Well, that didn't happen. Too much theory crafting going on here. 15th round. 11-3. What there are going to be a lot of people who have placed bets on these games that are just thinking, listen, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore, you know? Optic losing, Liquid losing, somebody destroying Nifty in the middle with just a really nice peek. And Renegades very close to losing to TyLoo.
Yeah, this is the most insane kind of loss as well. When you feel like, okay, we're going to go ahead and take a beating to put everything into these buy rounds, and then when the buy rounds are failing you as well, when nothing seems to work, agonizing. Oh, somebody. Well, was it worth it? Not quite. Nexa still alive. JKS flashed white though in there. The shots just raining in from TyLoo, clearing the B site and leaving it in a 5-on-2.
He's still low. I was gonna say trying to do something, but I actually don't know what he was trying to do. It looked like he was trying to push with the smoke with his back turned. It's a bold move.
It's a bold move, Cotton. See if it works. I mean, this is a little bit of a tough one for Renegades to come back from now. And really, I wonder what Kassan is saying right now with Nifty behind. You know, between the 2 of them, what are they coming up with? Yeah,
we should. He's quite silent right now. If someone could get a clip of Kassan, like, you know, looking angry. There should be one that just says like yelling in Serbian under like a caption where it just that's incomprehensible to the Renegades team. They're just like, what is he saying?
I'm pretty sure Yanko could commiserate there.
I'll kill all of you. What is this? The 16th round coming up here, and honestly, TyLoo impressing us right now. We are still, it really feels like at sort of the dawn of Chinese Counter-Strike. It has had a really slow takeoff, right? And we know that more investment is going into it. We know that Valve are actually really now investing into it. So it can still happen. And Nexa goes down. Random shots coming through. That must be just infuriating. And the bomb is about to be planted here. TyLoo, 5 versus 4.
It's the exact same situation as in the pistol round in the first half, isn't it? Man advantage, TyLoo playing for the retake on A. Now can they do better than Renegades? Can they make it work? Doesn't look like it. It's still a Nifty finding kills left and right. And they're just getting whittled down here, TyLoo. 2-on-2.
Should be their round. JKS will find a kill. And that will be the end of it. So that's, I mean, at least this works for them now. Just take it slow. Deep breath here. And then try and make it back. I have to point this out. This is a pet hate of mine. Actually, I hate it a lot.
Oh, this one outranks a peeve.
When people plant in that new, like not the default spot, but out in the open, so that it's for main in the A-bomb site. No joke. 99% of the time when the terrorist is planting there, all of his teammates are not covering the angle that's close to the corner. And there's always going to be a smoke for forklift, so if there's someone on that corner and he peeks, they just die while they're planting. I have no idea why that happens. It actually causes me physical pain whenever I see it. It's so bad. People have to stop doing that. Either put up a smoke to at least help him plant, or even better, just like stand in front of him. Anything. But people go and hide quad, and they go and hide forklift, and they say, you gotta put the bomb down, it's fine. But like, it's such a big risk.
They're already thinking after plant.
Yeah, they are. And it's like, it works sometimes, but if it doesn't work, you're in trouble.
Oh boy, here we go. The push begins in mid. Somebody eventually finds the headshot on Azza. 3-on-3. Now they have an AK to play with. DD. Let's see, can they get this done?
Oh, maybe it's Mo on the Deagle instead. He's actually on offer, going to be pushing through. He needed the 1 Deagle. That's a brave attempt, but not this time. And JKS taking care of DD. Very good stuff.
I believed in Mo there for a second.
Yeah, I was ready.
That
could
would
have
have been
happened.
so sick.
Oh, extra kills for somebody. JKS not ready to check it. You can't really blame him. That was an unlikely position.
I like it, though. Drops them down to 2 surviving players. They will be able to save the AK eventually on Renegades. But at least they're chaining some rounds together, Anders. It's been a pretty long time since the 5th round of the first half. But Renegades have got 2 rounds in a row. So now we get to see, are they going to be able to keep up this kind of pressure here? It should be another round of eco coming in from TyLoo, considering they forced in this round. And then it's going to come down to whether or not Mo has the money to go for that AWP. It'd be really interesting to see. Or Bentet as well. I mean, feels like the TyLoo, like they have just a deeper playing, or deeper field right now between all of the players. You know, when you start actually getting guys, you can go for those multi-op sorts of setups. That's where they become even more of a threat. And we'll see when Renegades face them on that CT side, is it going to work?
Somebody single saved AK. How do you get that into the right position? He's just in the... This is sort of, you know... I guess if he gets straight headshots, this is going to be interesting because he could force the rest towards B. But if it goes down, then the rest of his team can't save the AK, and it's sort of a shame, right? But I guess that's just it's just a power play to try and push them into the B bomb side stack.
It seems like it. Because Renegades right now, they are going to put some pressure over here towards A. That bomb can still swing either way, however. And there we go. Somebody finds a kill on Nifty. Is that going to deter Renegades? The only thing is they've only seen the AK on this side of the map. On short and on A site, they've only seen the AK. They only know they've got 1. Renegades, that is. They know that TyLoo have only saved 1 AK. And it's looking like this is a sick call coming in from Renegades. They're like, right, if there's only the 1 AK over here, we'll just run them over.
Yeah, and they're not wrong either. They have got kind of low utility, but doesn't look like they're going to be needing it very much anyway. Pretty deep smoke towards highway. Somebody instantly goes down. And just to point out again, look, he's planting the bomb, and there's no one covering that angle. I mean, this time it's incredibly unlikely that anyone would be there. I still hate it. It still makes me angry.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. That can get... it's like planning Courtyard Mirage or CT Mirage.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, at least in that case, sometimes you have so many angles to cover as a T that it's really hard to get the plan in, but this one is like, what are you doing quad anyway? Like, what goal are you accomplishing at quad when your guy is planting? It doesn't make any sense. JKS will end up getting the kill on DD, and that's 6-12 now, still in favor of TyLoo, of course, and they will be able to buy into this round. Although with a slightly less impressive round than the one that Renegades had at this point in the game in the first half. That's worth taking note of. No Molotovs, no Diffuse Kit currently picked up either.
No AWP.
No AWP.
Well, okay then. But they do go for the rifles. I am a bit surprised to see that they don't go for a couple of UMPs mixed in here to get those kits in play, get a better nade count as well. To go 5 rifles like this, it leaves you a bit exposed. It's going to come down to the headshots and nearly picking one up. Nifty misses his shot, but he gets tagged down to 78 in mid. Some early mid aggression coming in here from Renegades, and they are in time to actually take advantage of that Molotov. So a little bit cleaner when it comes to making use of their utility.
Sneaking in Asa by the squeak door. Such a powerful position if you're good at playing it. There are some players that are sort of notorious for being able to lurk around there and just find headshots at fork or even up the railing. They've made their way into the middle. Somebody, there's a whole host of terrorists coming in, and he only gets the 1 frag. DD out in the open, a bit of an off angle. He actually almost transfers it on, but he runs out of bullets and gets taken down by Nifty. Still a 3-on-3.
How sick was that? It does get canceled out. There might be a gap there to take advantage of. Mo hoping that they're just going to run across. Bentet is here. All 3 players now for TyLoo right outside of the B site. So they're going to have a maximum amount of time to work with in order to get this retake underway. Sadly, though, he doesn't go through headshot to get that bomb planted. JKS, but it is the flash. Bentet runs right in. 2 players here, and there's the fight. 1 trade. It's just not going to be good enough. The crossfire. Too solid there between Checkered and the bomb site itself.
12 to 7 now. Only a 5-round gap. And TyLoo, their money is not looking good. They seem to have lost a lot of steam. And this is a story that keeps repeating itself in these best of ones. We saw a lot yesterday on Inferno, but it can happen on any map. And yeah, the CT side, just so many of these, what can we say, up-and-coming teams just really struggle having good CT sides. It feels like getting the T-side tactics down is a much more it's a much more realistic thing for them to do than the CT side. It just takes way longer, and it's much harder to really have a solid hold on CT on all maps, it seems.
Yeah, it seems like we're just seeing more and more T-side rounds getting picked up in these halves. Kind of flipping the game on its head right now, Anders.
Yeah, but I really think it is something that happens, a symptom of being outside of the top 6 in the world, you know. Like, I think that might even be what really makes the top 6 have a bit of an edge, is that they have that CT side that can be really, really powerful. Some of these T sides are really good for these teams, and they're really well coordinated. JKS gets walked right in on. That's a bit of a shame, but hopefully they can just stop the AK from being picked up anyway. Quite a bit of damage being put into TyLoo.
And DD barely makes it out alive as well. That Kevlar paying off for him. And Renegades no closer, although that kill on DD, he's just trying to change it up, hoping that Azad rotated off. Not the case. Still a man alive. That's Bentet on the A site. And they're just kind of divided at this point. And this is where you really want to start seeing them take a risk. Mo rotate A, Bentet rotate B, but try and get the 2 players on one site and hope that Renegades are going to run into them. Maybe you'll be able to do a bit of a better job. Instead, it's going to be looking a bit grim here for TyLoo in this round.
I'm guessing Bentet right now is thinking, God, I hope they don't throw any Molotovs to my position, because then I can, you know, surprise them. And Mo is thinking, maybe I can replay Nico's highlight from this B-bomb site. He's right in that position. So yeah, I think they will Molotov Bentet though, and that should be the end of the round. If they don't, UMP could be interesting, but yeah, bad luck. That's not good. They had 3 Molotovs anyway, so it would actually have been I would have ripped them if they had not thrown the Molotov. I was ready for it mentally, but good job on Renegades. Good job on Azar as well. That will be 8-12. Now, some money back in TyLoo's pockets.
They're starting to get a bit warmed up here as well. It's not only JKS who's sitting at the top of the teens. As a 115 so far for him, so he's definitely kind of woken up a little bit into the second half.
Wow.
Seems fairly consistent across the board for Renegades.
Yeah, it does.
8-12. Is this actually going to happen, though? Where Renegades are able to get this chokehold on TyLoo. TyLoo have yet to pick up a single round so far in this second half. Is this it right here? Because they have everything. They've got Mo on that AWP now, and he's been hitting shots with it. Yesterday we saw a bit. So we need to see him actually kind of step up here and have that impact that TyLoo need right now to break the chokehold.
Yeah. Flash into the middle. It looks like they could have almost caught Asa there with a peek from vent. But not quite. DD is there. Somebody is in checkered. Some good grenades toward checkered could really ruin TyLoo's day right now, because they wouldn't be able to back each other up too well if just a couple of good Molotovs rain in. I think that's one that's going to land behind DD, but there's nothing to force him out of the event, so he's just going to stick around. Asa pushing in, gets a headshot on Bentet. Somebody's gone down, and actually, there's finally going to be a kill happening in favor of TyLoo there. DD picking up the one on Asa. Is it enough, though? Renegades are on the B-bomb side, and the retake, they have 2 Molotovs and a smoke. It's possible, but not easy.
No.
It looks like they're going to back off.
Yeah, this feels like it's the correct decision, although DD is deciding to get a little bit closer. Still hungry for some of those kills, it looks like, because he is going to take up a spot right outside of B halls. And really, I mean, if you're going to save, just save. Get on the other side of the map. It's not exactly worth it being in a one-and-done sort of position like this for DD. There's no way for him to back off. He gets 1 kill, sure, but if there's 2 guys coming, he should get traded, and then that's it. His M4 is gone. But still, I mean...
9-12. I mean, the really concerning thing is that a bunch of the rounds in the first half were pretty close for Renegades. You know, even if they lost them, they managed to get it close. These rounds seem more or less effortless for Renegades. Like they're not. There's almost no pressure on them early in the rounds. They're allowed to sneak into middle or anywhere that they want, pick a fight, win it, and then off they go. You know, I like to see TyLoo try and take some map control. Counter boost middle, although that's really rare nowadays. But then push 2 men out B. You know, actually put up a smoke yourself and then flash your way through that smoke outside B and take that B control. I think that'd be pretty cool. Something like that.
We're gonna have that AWP in play over towards B again. Mo and DD. Looks like it's gonna be the duo there. Somebody again going aggressive, this time with an actual buy, and there's the shot from Mo. It pays off. Some aggression towards that B side is going to destabilize things here for Renegades.
Well played.
Indeed. Now look, I mean, Ustillo, now he has to worry about vents. He has nothing to go off of. Whoa, 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 HC, calm down.
Bit of panic. That's very well done. Like that, it's, I think, exactly the right move for Mo, and it buys them so much space to work with here, TyLoo. Now can Renegades find a way back in the round? Nifty's hoping that someone's going to come and peek him, but right now everybody more or less is in a position where they can't get shut down. Maybe a good wall bang on HC from Nifty could work out. And now the counter boost is coming in. They're doing everything I want. I love it.
Oh my god. Oh, if you go now. Ooh. Oh yeah! What? Nexa, what a shot!
That's really quick. And now they're going to try and do it again. They obviously realize that someone must have been there to push him up. But yeah, TyLoo were pretty much doing what I was hoping for, so still working out pretty well for them. 30 seconds left, and there's a 3-man stack towards the A-bomb side. They should win this round, TyLoo. If there's any mistake from Renegades, it's going to be game over. Nifty, though, can never count him out. He's so incredibly fast with this AWP. DD picks up a kill. Nifty going to go down. Now Nexa dropped by HC. That's 13 rounds for TyLoo. And just the change, just the fact that they took control, it slowed Renegade down so much. And then they actually did it again in the last 40 seconds. Really well done, I think. Really good call on TyLoo's side.
Now the question is, do they start getting aggressive on the other side of the map? They start going for flashes into A main. How passively are Renegades going to play? Wondering if this is going to happen. We're going to get a replay here of how quick Nexa was. Just whips around and gets that headshot. Definitely a chance there for somebody to get a double spray. But DD, he gets one of his own. Well played on his part. 13-9, TyLoo in the lead. Renegades with a full buy, however. And this is the big A play, it looks like, here for Renegades. They're all stacked up and ready to go. Whoa! But that was close enough, as I heard that.
Yes. 100%. And now, it's so hard to deal with, though. You can obviously go and peek it, but instead it's going to be Bentet pushed into main, gets a triple spray down. Incredible control, and it's the quad kill, shutting down Renegades. And now 1 kill away from getting 14 rounds here for TyLoo. Bentet, he's not really been invisible this game, but he hasn't been the superstar that we've heard so many rumors about. JKS trying to push in, and he's going to shut down HZ, but what a flashbang, and what a follow-up with the AK-47.
Still low. Here, watch.
And here's what's really upsetting Renegades, right? Because you're absolutely right. For sure, they heard the boost. So all of their attention, like, I wish we can, I hope we can get this in an interview later. I think what happens is Renegades, they hear the boost, and then they have like a 4-second conversation with like, hey, what are we going to do? Like, should we challenge him, or should we just go somewhere else? And then while just in those 4 seconds, flashes in, and they're all dead. You know, that's really interesting.
You'd never expect aggression when a boost is in play. Because the whole point is the element of surprise. Like, he's just supposed to wait there, bait you into the site, and he gets a kill, maybe 2.
Yes.
The fact that Bentet then just decides, hey, guys, look at that. He even caught them with nades in their hands. Unbelievable.
Yeah. That's actually quite intelligent, even if it's sort of, you know, a bit counterintuitive. It's quite smart.
That's soul-shattering if you're Renegades, though. You're getting back into it. You're feeling like things are going your way. And now TyLoo, through aggression and clever play, have bodied you 2 rounds in a row.
Grenades in the middle here. We're moving into the 24th round, and Mo is being forced out, but there's really no one there that can pick up on it, and he's just going to go back again. That can be a very good idea if you go back to a spot that's already been Molotov, because in the minds of the players, I mean, sometimes they check, but sometimes they forget about it. And if the pressure is on right now for Renegades, it could be one of those times where they could make a mistake. Wow. I thought they were making the comeback, Renegades. I really did. They just won. They won 6 rounds in a row they've been in this half. Now they've just lost 2 and are very close to losing the game.
It's looking grim for sure. And TyLoo with the full buy, still holding on to a good amount of their utility as well, not overcommitting. Whereas Renegades, I mean, it's, you know, they're deciding they're going to have to go for some kind of explosive play, given the fact that they have 2 players with Tech 9s here. It's not all rifles, it's not all long-range duels. They have the AWP on Nifty,
but he has no armor. I'm actually a bit concerned that he's standing where he is, just because Mo has an HE grenade, so he's going to be boosted up really slowly here, but again, the lack of armor against the orb not going to matter too much. Flashbang is in, missing a shot, in fact. That's interesting, and Nifty, with the help of a teammate, he's going to get the kill, but goes down afterwards. Still push onto the B-bomb site here. Somebody in checkered. He's going to pick up the bomb at least in 24 seconds now. DD hiding close to the entry point. He's going to drop the bomb one more time, and now HC almost getting down as there's just 16 seconds left.
Fantastic work from Renegades, never slowing up. Takes the fight, but the angle is there. JKS wins that duel. If he doesn't get it, it's almost over for Az at that point. There's so little time left to get the bomb plant.
You wonder as well, I don't know, I don't want to second guess him because it's so hard to play those 1v2s, but he did have a Molotov, right? And there was only 14 seconds. So he couldn't have stopped the, you know, they would have just planted somewhere else, but it would have been interesting if he had tried to go for that play. It would have just had a different result, you know. But yeah, I mean, nice play from Renegades coming back in that round. 10-14 and moving into the 25th round. Scout on Nifty in spite of the fact that they won the round. That's interesting. TyLoo. Victory is so close for them right now.
Both of these teams have had this in their history. Getting up to the 14th round and struggling to get past it. Now we have the aggression, but they know Azza was close enough in Squeak Door to hear that push into A main, and so an element of surprise is lost here for TyLoo again. They were able to convert that, however, in their favor last time. This is a bit of a tough one. They're just going to patiently wait Renegades to see if TyLoo get impatient, but it's not going to happen. HZ backing off.
And I like this beginning from Renegades. Maybe it isn't as action-packed as we all want, but I think there's no reason to fall prey to any kind of crazy pushes from TyLoo. Good timing for you still to avoid the grenade. Yeah, I think they're playing with a bit more focus right now, Renegades, and you can understand why as well. This forward push from DD and somebody with the crossfire would be is really interesting. And Nexa taking down HC. Mo, who's been doing very well by the sandbags at the moment. They need to come up big here. Ben Ted gets a kill. DD almost with a double spray down. And somebody's pushed close. AWP gonna pick up the first kill. JKS with a refrag. Now it's Mo versus JKS. 2 of the superstars right now. Both of them top of the scoreboard for their separate teams. The bomb has gone down here. And Mo has managed to flank all the way around. And JKS, you can tell he's got an idea that he's at this side. He's not worried about upper or main at the moment. Instead, just hiding behind here with a double kill, looking to make it 11 rounds for Renegades. He's almost missed him, but Mo, the timing is so godlike. And JKS, Mo knows definitely where he is. JKS has no idea. Going to be walking. He still gets the headshot. That's unbelievable. If you saw that whole 1v1 from JKS' point of view, Mo evaded him at every single point, and yet he managed to get his crosshair in the right position. That's actually kind of mad.
Sometimes that's just the way it goes, but you can tell how Kassad was happy about that. Bit of the head bump there with JKS, just like, thank you! Thank you for winning the clutch for us at that point.
Maybe I won't have to kill you guys after all.
Because I'm serious. That could have gone either way. It could be as simple as JKS checking checkered, right? Looking towards checkered instead of looking towards headshot. And there you go. Mo wins it, and we're on match point for TyLoo.
I actually think Mo had a pretty big lead in that 1v1, just because I think he saw his shoulder when he checked back the first time around. So he knew that he wasn't hiding in, you know, way back in the corner, or even had gone upper or something like that. Like Mo couldn't know that at that point in time. He could have just gone upper after the plant. But yeah, very, very impressive from JKS. 22 kills for him, 27 for Mo, who's really having the game of his life right now. But still not enough for a win just yet, and now they're out of money. This is definitely not over.
No, we're going to go the distance. We're getting back into the groove from day one, aren't we?
Absolutely are. Oh, what a shot. Taking down Justillo. He's had a rough game, Justillo, but he's actually managed to keep in pretty well. I thought he was doing much worse on the scoreboard, but he's really done all right for himself, I think. They do almost line up. DD picks up a double with the C-set 75, and JK has a solo on health. This is an absolute disaster. They will turn it around, but that could have been a lost round right then and there. 12-14. This is madness. This is absolute madness.
I don't even at this point, mate. Like, that was so close. How are TyLoo not able to actually pick up that kill at the end? Going aggressive in the end actually cost them, the man holding in CT. And now they just go for the buy. They show no fear, TyLoo. They're not going to go for a half buy or double eco or anything like that. Straight into the rifles. And, well, Renegades, they are light a little bit on the nades. Nexa not having a nade himself, but then again, the rest of his team are actually pretty well equipped. So it looks like it's going to be that A execute here. Nexa early boost so he can get some pressure into mid. The rest of his team gathered up. HZ, a little bit of damage there onto Astillo.
Why is it Astillo every time? That's what I don't understand. They're going to boost up on top, though. That's incredibly close. HC, I don't think he realizes how close he was to death. They're going to re-smoke it, but that works against him. Brilliant play from the Australian side. You have to love this. Mo is now trapped in the NBK corner. Bentet is here to try and help them out, but if they push it, are they not just going to get smoked off from each other? That's the big question here. Renegades really patiently waiting.
Oh, sick. And the mind games as well with the sound. As of running away. Look at this. They're starting to rotate off. Mo rotated. DD. They had 3 on A. DD's all the way over towards B. Just from some footsteps from Azza. What a play.
That's enough to sell it for the moment. 40 seconds, though. And now Bentet. He's going to hear the first grenades coming in. DD starting to get pulled back towards the site. 35 seconds. Counter flash is coming out. Bentet is going to push behind. Then he does, but Astillo will get the kill. Hero play from him. What a shot from Mo to take down to the transfer. It's almost godlike. The bomb will be planted and in a safe position this time. And DD and somebody now 2 versus 3 pushing in. JK still survives in the corner. That's such a hard position to play if you're completely static. And somebody just in a lot of trouble.
That's such a shame. DD with the bait there. Got to call him on it. Mo took that fight because he was low HP, sacrificed himself because DD was right next to him, and DD hung around that corner like a second before pushing.
Yeah.
So Mo, I think he's got a little bit of a right to get a bit annoyed with his teammate there because he was setting it up for that 2v2. Yeah, still, 14-13. I mean, Anders, this is just like the first day. We're going to get another 30-rounder.
Yeah, we've gone back, and this is amazing. Absolutely amazing. 14-13, 28th round, and obviously the tactical timeout being pulled here.
Man, 3,000 as well here for TyLoo across the board. So, I mean, Renegades, more than enough money. They have the full buy. TyLoo are in a bit of a tricky position here. Do they risk it and go for the buy, or do they go for the half buy? It's looking like it's going to be that half buy here. What do you think of this?
Yeah, I don't mind this so much. Cash is one of those maps where both Deagles and C-set 75s could be really, really lethal. So they haven't invested everything into it. I think this is a perfectly fine idea for TyLoo. Oh.
Again, it's Astillo.
Every single time. This is the thing. Like, I swear he's been so unlucky in this game, and yet he's got 15 kills. He's actually doing just a fine job at the moment. I would have been full tilt mode if I were Astillo. Every single peak he's been flashed into, he's died. Every single time he walks past the smoke, someone shoots at him. And yet he's still fighting. Nifty goes down. Oh my god! Somebody taking every single one. Headshots all around with the Deagle. He goes for more. He nearly gets the quad kill. And now Bentet on the other side. He's going to tap away, get the one, and there's the win. TyLoo now at 15 rounds. Oh my god, what did we just witness? That's 29th round coming up, and just the utter madness.
Let's go. Oh, that was a bit of a happy moment right there. The 3 as they come around the corner. Are you kidding me?
I can't believe it.
That was so... I mean, well, there you go. Look at this. He's down to 18 HP. So Astillo, he tagged him already. Double. Finally gets Astillo. Oh.
He actually has a moment to adjust there. Wow.
Oh, man. What do you do if you're Renegades now? Hold on. Okay, let's see what's their money like. They got 3 rifles. Astillo has to go for a Tech 9. Nifty... Looks like he actually dropped an AK for a teammate here.
What a shocking turn of events. double up on TyLoo's side. Renegades shattered for the moment. They need to find a way to get back in. Like, this is where you really want to see the team come together. Maybe Kassad yell a bit in the background. Fighting for overtime at the moment. And they just gave away a big round there.
If they can come back from this now, Renegades, that'll be monstrous. They deserve to get that OT if they can win this round. But the double op and play now for TyLoo. Mo going to be fully equipped. He's been wreaking havoc and should be having a free one here. But no, DD fluffs it completely. 2 entry kills here for Renegades, or opening kills on the map. And perhaps it's TyLoo who are getting a little nervous. It felt like that was a chance for DD. And Mo gets caught completely off guard by JKS.
Yeah, just a bit of tilt at the end. You can't afford to do that. Once it goes into overtime, it's, I would even say it's probably Renegade's chance to win it, because you're going to be really frustrated. You had a 12-3 first half. So at that point, you know, anything, you should be winning the game, right? If you go from 12-3 to 15-15, you're not thinking, man, it's good we got overtime. You're thinking, what's wrong with us?
Well,
why can't we make this work?
I mean, Peace right now has got to be beside himself. You can imagine for Kassad in the first half. Now imagine how Peace is feeling. Where he's like, what?
Yeah, really rough. Renegades playing this round to perfection even after the initial engagement. I mean, you're not supposed to lose a 2v5, but they made damn sure that they didn't either. Really all grouping up, walking together, getting that A-bomb side. And might not sound like a lot, but at this range, no one can afford to make any mistakes.
And I like it for TyLoo as well. They were both on B. Both teams really just doing what they needed to do here, actually, because now that means that both of these players can actually save their guns. I would like to see Renegades actually kind of sacrifice a couple of players, just go out and hunt. So long as 3 of you survive, you're going to be able to drop some guns around. But maybe get Nifty out there, get another AK out and play, and see if you can take this AWP off somebody, or the M4 off of HZ. These would be big kills, because TyLoo, they don't really have a whole lot in the bank. Ben Ted has got 4K, but that's pretty much it. The rest of them, it's going to be a very meager force buy.
30th round coming up, ladies and gentlemen. And there is, of course, a tactical timeout being pulled by TyLoo. Probably a pretty good idea. This is really difficult. Like, making a call here is not easy, because if you just try something, like for sure, Renegades, if they have any common sense, they'll play this round standard as can be. Default spread, make sure you can't get pushed anywhere. So if you're TyLoo, and this is not a round where if you push B or flash into main or something, you're likely to get very many kills. In fact, more than likely, they'll be ready and waiting for that. So you have to go a level deeper than that, and it's very hard to figure out exactly what that would be. You know, like then it comes up to just some really good calls and some really, yeah, maybe even some innovation coming out of the Chinese side. I would love to see it, but I think otherwise, the timeout maybe is more to sort of mentally get everyone ready, get them into a good frame of mind. They are actually 3 men towards B pushing out, and JKS, he hurt a bit. He's fallen back. He didn't want to try and hold it himself. That's actually not a bad idea. And now he's just going to go and cover it and make sure they're not pushing in. So he heard the steps for sure. And DD and Mo are still going to try and push it, actually. Oh, this is very interesting. JKS, he's got the angle against them. They pushed out, but his jumping pattern, I'm not sure if he's seen them or not.
I think, yeah, I'm wondering myself. He might have no idea that somebody's holding close.
Look, because they have DD now in the sunroom, they can push more people towards middle and A. Oh, this is... I would say that's a huge risk for TyLoo, because it could have just as well been the Renegades have been there waiting. But it does work out. You're still in the middle, almost shut down by the Deagle, but Azza was there to help out. Now Bentet pushing in, hitting a headshot on Extra and dropping the bomb. Everything rides on this for Renegades. AWP shot missing. You still picks up one, but Bentet still alive to get it now. 3-on-3, and DD, ages ago he was pushed out here. Now he's going to get the kill on JKS, and that's huge. He's the top fragger. The bomb is in, and there's a single player on the B bomb site with the bomb. Still trying to get in there is Nifty with the AWP. Jumps down, and makes a bit of noise. Still in checkered, waiting. Bomb is not planted, and now it's down. Azur's out, and now Nifty in a 1 versus 3. TyLoo. It took them a long time to get here, but they will defeat Renegades 16-14 on cash. Day 2 of the PGL major qualifier. What an absolutely intense game, and